There are a number of areas that we also have to work on in county government, and that has to do with tax increment financing, and we have our auditor's office here to explain more.
I'm Mark Kissler, Deputy Auditor. Tax increment financing is in use in 9 cities in Johnson County in 19 urban renewal areas. 2 cities in Johnson County do not currently have TIFs, University Heights and Hills. An urban renewal area must have a designated purpose. Those that are designated slum or blighted areas do have an unlimited duration. In 1995, the law was changed to those that are designated economic development zones to have a 20-year limitation, but those that were established prior to 1995 were grandfathered in as an unlimited duration.
And Mark, can you talk into the mic a little closer?
Okay,
thank you.
Certainly.
Catching you.
The way the TIF works is the frozen base valuations are established at the point that debt is filed with the county auditor's office. And those values are the valuation from the year prior to that debt filing. The taxes on that frozen base valuation are then collected and distributed as if the TIF wasn't there. The increases in the valuations are called the increment. And the taxes from those increments, for the most part, can go to the cities to pay their TIF debt. The exception being any taxing authority that has debt service levy can collect those, and the school districts can collect their physical plant levies and their instructional support levies. When the TIF debt is paid off or the city does not need all of the increment, then the increments can be reduced and the difference in the valuation rolled back to the base. This next picture is a good representation of what the county is available to levy their entire levy against for Coral Ridge Mall. So this is a picture of what is now Coral Ridge Mall, an aerial photograph before the groundbreaking showing that it was an agricultural area. So at the bottom you can see that we collect in this coming year $350,000 in taxes. Actually only a little less than $1,000 is collected on the entire levy on the frozen base. Most of that is from our debt service levy, and I think Tom will get into how that works with the bonding. The next slide shows Coral Ridge Mall as it stands today, and there's a difference in the taxes from what we actually collect to what we could have collected if it wasn't in a TIF district. So if we were able to apply the entire county levy to Coral Ridge Mall, we would be collecting $1,145,616. The next slide shows the rapid growth in valuations each year. Bill had talked about this. We are one of the luckier counties as far as the level of growth in the state of Iowa. However, during that same time period, the amount of valuation in the increments also grew by about 50%. Okay, this shows the TIF dollars that will be diverted in FY15, and on the left you see the receiving cities and the TIF dollars being diverted, ranging from over $20 million being diverted to Coralville down to $31,000 for Oxford. Oxford is the one city that made the largest change in their standing. They were in the middle of the pack last year. They've pretty well paid off their debt service levy and did not file any more debt. Now on the right you'll see Johnson County has over $5 million being diverted to tax increment financing next year. And Johnson County by itself will lose almost half as much as all the schools combined and all the cities combined that they lose to their own general fund levies. This next slide shows where we rank with the other top 7 counties by population, and we are actually, I think it's 5th in population. Fourth in population. It's 4th in population and 5th in total valuations. And you can see we rank 2nd in the amount of TIF increment that is taken out of our valuations that is used for TIF financing. And here's a chart that shows, if you take the population and the increment, what the per capita amount is amongst those 7 counties. So Johnson County by far is the top county as far as the per capita increment. And the last slide just is a map showing where all the tax increment finance districts are.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
And a lot of these numbers and these materials, particularly a graphic like that those who are watching this program, all of these materials will be available via the website to be able to let folks look at these in detail a whole lot more at johnson-county.com.